this is going to be a slower, lowered paced yoga practice. So I would like for you to come, actually let's start lying down. Let's really connect here. Feet flat, the back of the body connects onto your yoga mat. Heel toe the feet as wide as the mat and then knock the knees in. And what I want you to do is to tip the pelvis towards the 12 o'clock spot, so closer towards your skull, and then slowly roll the pelvis over to the 3 o'clock spot, down towards 6, over towards 9, and then back towards 12. And if you want, take an anti-clockwise motion. So take the pelvis then over towards the 9, the 6, the 3, and the 12. And then with the low back connected onto the mat, slide the scapulas down and away from the ears so you can feel the thoracic spine connect onto the mat. Roll the head from side to side. Bring the arms down to the side, reach the fingertips away from the shoulders. And you can place the fingertips onto the ground or maybe back of the palms on the mat. Take a nice slow, steady inhale into the nose. And exhale. Inhale in. Exhale. Take another full inhale in. And exhale. And then for the next 3 cycles of breath, I want you to slowly pace, taking in the inhale through the nose. Elongate the inhale. Pause at the top of the breath. And then slowly and carefully start exhaling. Pausing at the bottom. And you may be a little ahead or behind of me, and that's fine. Take another inhale in. Pause at the top. Slow, steady exhale. Pause at the bottom. This time on your next inhale, make it full and deep. Feel the back body press into your yoga mat or surface. Pause at the top. And then carefully and slowly start releasing and grounding down. Awesome. Let your breath fall into a natural rhythm. And then carefully and slowly bring the knees up. All right, so the feet are still as wide as the mat. Go ahead, leave the left foot alone and hug your right knee just to the outside of the chest. Wrap the palms around the shin. Slide the shoulders down and away from the ears and press the right toes up and press through the right heel. All right, if you want, really feel your left foot rooting down into your yoga mat. Take another big breath here. And then with peace fingers, take a hold of your right toe and send your right foot high to the sky. Knee still to the outside of the chest. All right, just slowly start making circles. And it doesn't matter what direction. It doesn't matter how big the circles are. And then reverse direction of your circle. Just gently, carefully, and slowly getting the synovial fluid going in your hip joint. All right, find your stillness. Carefully, slowly start dropping the left knee over to the left side. Come onto the pinky edge of your left foot. So then you get a little gentle stretch in your abductors, the inner thigh. All right. Carefully extend your right leg a little bit high, long. Try not to let the right shoulder lift too far off and round in. See if you can keep your scapula connected to the earth. And then bring the right knee in or lower because you're still to the outside of the chest, maybe lower than usual. And then bring the right leg a little high, extend as you inhale, lower as you exhale. Raise the right leg high and bend. One more time, bring your right leg high and then bring the right knee down. Stay here. Hug the right knee in. Invite the left knee now just as wide as the chest. I'm doing some circles with my ankles. That's what you're hearing, the popping. All right, keep the left knee wide. Set the right foot as wide as your yoga mat on the right side. So you'll feel the right edge on the right side of the yoga mat. And then wrapping the hands around the shins, hug the left shin into the chest and slightly outside. All right, pressing the left toes up and pressing out through the left heel. Feel all points of your right foot engage into your yoga mat. One more breath. And then using your peace fingers, make peace fingers around your left toe and invite the left leg up into a half happy baby pose. Same thing here, gently make circles, and it doesn't matter the direction and it doesn't matter the size. You're getting movement going in the hip joint. And then reverse direction. And then find some stillness. Invite the right knee down, coming onto the pinky edge of your right foot. And then carefully and slowly begin extending the left leg a little high. And then exhale, bring the left knee in. Bring the left leg high on the inhale. And in on the exhale. Just a few more times at the pace of your own breath. Slowly inhaling the left leg high, bringing the left knee to the outside and low of the chest. Left leg comes high, left knee goes low. One more time. And then meet with the left knee low. Bring the right foot flat. Hug both knees into the chest here. And then this time, place the hands on the knees, give yourself some pelvic circles. You did this with the feet planted, but this time there's a little more extension in the hip. And then reverse direction. And then the knees are hugged into the chest here. Maybe bring the nose to the knee. And release. Okay, carefully come onto the side into a fetal position. There's no rush here. Palm or left palm plant so you can push yourself up into a nice seated pose. Re-grounding down, sitting up nice and tall. Come into an easy pose. Make sure the ankles aren't crossed. Crown of the head is reaching high to the sky. Let's play around with our alignment now. Seated. We had gravity as our friend when we were lying down, but let's just see how that feels, having the shoulders in line with the hips, ears in line with the shoulders, and crown of the head is reaching high towards the sky. Slowly and carefully use your nose to make some circles. And your circles can be as big or as little as you would like. And then reverse direction. And then find yourself coming back into center. Great. All right, place the left hand to the outside of the left hip. Sit up nice and tall. Reach the right arm up high to the sky. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Walk the left fingertips away from your left hip. And then take your full inhale, and as you exhale, side bend over towards the left. Once you find a point where you can root down, play around with the right palm high or flip the right palm down. If you want, you can gently, slowly start looking up, giving a little rotation into the T-spine. One more big breath here. And as you inhale, reach the right arm up. Place the right fingertips down, reach the left arm up high to the sky. All right, fingers are spread nice and wide as you walk the right fingers away from the right hip. Full inhale. As you exhale, side bend over towards the right. Palm can face down or face up. Carefully and slowly guide the sternum up towards the ceiling. One more big breath. Inhale, bring both arms now up high to the sky. Then as you exhale, let the fingertips touch. Okay, keeping your spine nice and strong, reach the right hand behind you, left arm comes up high to the sky, parallel to the left ear, and then invite the left hand to the outside of the right knee, seated twist. Okay, take the twist deep if you want, but only as you exhale, so full inhale, give yourself the length, and then on the exhale, gentle twist. And you can carefully look out over the right shoulder. Take your deep breaths here. One more. And then carefully unwind. You can bring both arms up high to the sky or not. It's kind of your choice. Bring the left hand behind you, right hand goes onto the left knee. nice and tall here. And then twist as you exhale. Keep your spine strong. Use the inhale to give yourself length. And then deepen as you exhale, maybe eventually taking the gaze to look out over your left shoulder. One more big breath. And then carefully use the inhale to draw yourself back into center. Arms can come up high to the sky. And then carefully down to the side. Let the fingertips touch. Okay, let's take one breath, just like this. Full inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Beautiful. Make your way into a tabletop pose. So knees are underneath your hips. Your strong hands are underneath your shoulders. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Sometimes I like to pat the tops of my feet just as a reminder to keep the legs in line. All right, from here, drop the belly, look on up, tuck under toes, squeeze the scapulas together for your cow pose. Another breath. And then exhale, top of the feet come onto the mat, chin into chest, belly button into spine. Press the mat away, rounding the back. All right, find your cow on the inhale. Your cat on the exhale. Cow on the inhale. Cat as you exhale. One more. Cow on the inhale. Cat on the exhale. And if you want, you can make some circles. One direction. And then the other. Beautiful. And come back into your tabletop pose. Okay. Turn your left hand to the left side of the mat, the right hand to the right side of the mat, and then turn the fingertips towards the knees. Okay, so the like bottom side of the arm is facing the top of the mat. Tuck under your toes, and then guide the hips towards the heels. Some of us are going to be able to have our bum touch the heels. I'm not that example today. You're giving yourself here a gentle stretch in the wrist. And I'm carefully rocking back and forth here. Maybe just another cycle or two of breath, taking a full inhale and then rocking back on the exhale. And then carefully come back into your tabletop pose. Untuck the toes, turn the fingers towards the side of the mat again, and then fingers are front. Fingers are front. All right, and then carefully make your way into a child's pose. So knees can be wide or they can be together, walking the arms forward, resting the forehead onto the mat. Since this is a slower pace flow, anytime you feel called to come into child's pose, I want you to be welcome to it. If there's anything cute that's just not feeling good to you, or just doesn't feel like it needs to be part of your practice, feel free to drop into a child's pose to reset. Okay, one more breath. Beautiful. All right, slowly find yourself coming onto tabletop pose and then sitting back onto the heels into your rock or hero pose. Let's call it hero pose for this practice. I want you to feel the palms connect onto the thighs. The crown of the head is reaching up high towards the sky. Take a full inhale in, reach the arms up overhead, and as you exhale, hands come into heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And then bow forward as you exhale, coming into more of a closed knee child pose. Roll yourself into your tabletop as you inhale. And then begin to lower yourself down. So lower the chest to your mat as you exhale. Great. Palms can stay underneath the shoulders or replace the elbows underneath the shoulders. Peel the chin, peel the chest, coming into your baby cobra pose. As you exhale, lower down. Find your tabletop on the inhale. And then come back into your rock pose as you exhale. Reach the arms up as you inhale. Hands come into prayer as you exhale. Arms come up high on the inhale. And then fold forward as you exhale. Shift forward into tabletop on the inhale. Lower the body down on the exhale. Cobra as you inhale. Feel the feet and the legs connect onto the mat. And then lower down on the exhale. Push yourself up into tabletop pose. And then find your rock pose on the exhale. One more time, reach the arms up high to the sky as you inhale. Hands come into prayer on the exhale. Reach the arms up high on the inhale. Fold forward on the exhale. Carefully peel yourself up into your tabletop pose. Inhale. Lower down as you exhale. Peel up your chin and chest. Cobra. Inhale. Lower. Exhale. Push yourself up into your tabletop pose. And then settle back into your rock pose. All right, take a breath here. Full mindful inhale. Hold at the top. Slow, steady exhale. Beautiful. Reach the arms up high. Bow forward. Shift into your tabletop pose. All right, from here, bring the right foot through to the hands. Okay, so both hands are framing the right foot, and you may want to tuck under the left toes and take the left knee back or forward. Kind of depends on what the tightness in the left or the left quad is feeling for you. All right, so you're in your beautiful low lunge here. You're feeling the right foot connect back onto the mat, so you're practicing this in a different way. Crown of the head is reaching forward. Feel yourself evenly connect on the left side of the leg. So, if you feel yourself dipping in towards the midline or maybe even towards the lateral side or the outside of the left leg, see if you can find some stillness in the balance here. All right. And then carefully reach the arms up high as you inhale, giving yourself a salute. Dropping the shoulders down and away from the ears. Crown of the head reaches high towards the sky. All right, bring the belly button back and up slightly so you're not sinking into the low lunge, so it's nice and strong. One more big breath here. And then you'll bring both hands to the inside of your right leg as you exhale. Okay, turn the left foot towards the right side of the mat and then walk yourself wide onto the mat. So you're giving yourself a mini kickstand. Your right leg will extend. You might even turn the right toes towards the side of the mat to give yourself some balance, okay? There's no right or wrong way here, okay? I just want you to have a solid foundation. And then carefully and slowly bring yourself up high. Great. Arms come out to a T. All right, reach your left hand high. Slide the right arm down, giving yourself this slight gate pose. Reach the left arm, cross the left ear. Try not to collapse into the right side. All right, as you inhale, bring both hands up to a T. And as you exhale, drop the left hand down, right hand is high towards the sky. So you have this variation of a side plank going here. If you want, you can lift the right leg, but I like the grounding right now of having the right foot connected onto the mat. So play around here, reaching the right arm up high. Okay. Then slowly and carefully, as you exhale, you'll bring your right arm underneath your left armpit. Look out over the left shoulder. Reach the right arm up, bring the gaze back to center. All right, let's do that 2 more times. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left shoulder. Bring the right arm up as you inhale. Exhale, last time. Right arm comes underneath the left shoulder, and then right arm comes up high towards the sky. All right, slowly and carefully root your right foot down. Use your core strength to bring yourself back up into your strong T. All right, and then carefully bring both hands down. Walk yourself so you return back into your low lunge here. Okay, make any small adjustments you need. Tuck under the left toes and lift the left knee. High runner's lunge here. Invite the right foot back to meet the left foot in your plank pose. And then drop the knees, the chin, the chest, and then lower the stomach down. Find your cobra on your inhale. And then carefully lower down and push back into your child's pose as you exhale. Now, if you're jonesing for a down dog, you can go for it, but it's a nice grounding practice. So I'm going to stay in child's pose. Two more big breaths here. Last one. All right, as you inhale, find your tabletop. Exhale settles you. Bring the left foot forward. Tuck under the right toes. Guide the right knee forward or back. It depends on the length of the quad. All right, so you're in your low lunge here. Feel your balance and your connection, grounding. One more breath, maybe come up on the fingertips, and then reach the arms up high to the sky for your low lunge salute. Okay, once again, we're trying to keep the spine nice and strong and straight, reaching the crown of the head up. Spine comes back and up. One more breath. And then bring both hands to the inside of your left leg, or left foot. All right, you'll take the right foot towards the left side of the mat, and then walk yourself wide. And you might turn the left toes or keep the left toes pointed, but you straighten the left leg. All right, slowly and carefully reach the arms up to a T. Reach your right arm up high. Drop the left hand down. Feel your rooting foundation without dumping onto one side or the other. Right hand comes up high, and then lean over towards the left as you exhale. One more big breath here. And then carefully use your inhale to bring yourself back up, arms come up to a T. And then drop the right hand down, best as can be. All right, you're in your version of a side plank. Say this for the grounding, and you also know we'll be threading the arm, so it might be nice not to be balanced, but this is your practice. All right. Left arm is high to the sky, full inhale. And as you exhale, you'll bring the left arm underneath the right armpit. Reach the left arm up high. Left arm throws underneath the right. Left arm comes high. Last time. Left arm comes underneath the right armpit. And then reach the left arm up high to the sky. All right. Ground down, root down, because you'll bring yourself back up to a T, best as can be. And then place both hands down onto your mat and then walk yourself so that you come back into your low lunge. Tuck under the right toes, right knee lifts up high. Press your palms into the mat so you can invite the left foot back, plank pose. And then lower the knees, the chin, the chest. Coming up into your cobra as you inhale. Push back into your downward dog as you exhale. Or child's pose. I'm so used to saying downward dog, but I'm keeping this low and slow for my practice. But yeah, you can do a downward dog. You're looking to take it up a notch. 2 more breaths. Last breath. So if you took the downward dog variation, slowly drop the knees down. Maybe find a child's pose for this last breath. And then carefully roll back into your tabletop. All right, if you want a cat-cow to reset, that's always good. All right, from here, bring the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Coming into your lunge. Once again, tuck under the left toes, shift the left knee. Sometimes we don't always get the length in the quad when we come in from tabletop. All right. Left hand comes underneath the face, and I want you to place the right hand on the inside of the right knee. You've played with this a little bit before when you were supine, but bring the right foot to the pinky edge of your, the right knee down and come onto the pinky edge of the right foot. So now you're finding your corkscrew pose instead of supine, you're finding it from the lunge. This is another nice deep hip opener here. And then if you would like, you can reach the right arm back behind you. Keep the right arm about shoulder height. And then maybe you start bending into the left knee and taking a hold of the left foot, finding a full corkscrew. But know that you don't have to, because if the left quad is really tight, this might not be available. The act of reaching back is beautiful. And then carefully and slowly bring the right foot down as you invite the right hand back down onto the mat. Coming back into this lizard pose. And then heel toe the right foot over to meet the left hand, finding your setup for your pigeon. Okay. I'm just gonna check to see if anything shifted along the way. Left foot stays behind the left hip, coming up nice and tall. All right, fingertips connect onto the mat. Crown of the head is reaching high towards the sky. And then slowly and carefully take your full inhale. Fold over your right leg as you exhale. You're here for 10 deep cycles of breath. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly and carefully bring yourself up so the hands are underneath the shoulders. Take a breath or two here. And then tucking under the left toes, make space to invite the right knee back into your tabletop pose. All right, if you want, you can come into your plank. That's kind of your choice. But from here, you'll drop the knees if you haven't already. Lower down, chin, chest. And then slowly peel yourself up into your cobra. And then push back into your child's pose or downward dog. If you're taking the more challenging variation. Four more breaths here. 3, 2, 1. All right, peel yourself up into your tabletop pose. Invite the left foot to the outside of the left hand, tuck under the right toes and adjust the right knee to give yourself the correct support in the right quad. You know, a little length, but not too much. Okay. And then bring the right hand underneath your face. Place the left hand to the inside of the left knee and then slowly find your corkscrew pose here. And I can already tell you it's not going to go as deep for me on this side. I'm going to have to be gentle and ease. One more breath. And then reach the left arm back, giving yourself length and trying to be mindful that you're not dumping onto your right hand, that you're pushing yourself up. It's like you're reaching back. All right, bend the right knee, reach back for the right foot if you can. Three more breaths here. These are always lessons of when to push and when to be gentle. All right, last breath. Use your full inhale. Place both hands to the inside of the left foot as you invite the left foot down as you exhale. All right, carefully find your pigeon pose by walking the left foot over to the right side of the mat. Inviting the hips down, the butt down. Tuck under the right toes and adjust the right foot. Hands are underneath the shoulders, and let's stay here for a breath. Nice full inhale. And fold forward as you exhale. Coming into your sleeping pigeon or sleeping swan pose for the next 10 cycles of breath. And you may have noticed you may be a beat ahead or behind me, but that's okay. I'm just loosely basing this. 9 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Then slowly and carefully bring yourself up so the palms are underneath the shoulders and you stay here for a breath. Okay, you're coming into a seated pose, so come onto the left hip and bring the right leg in front of you. Awesome. All right, from here, I want you to lie the left leg down in front of you and stack the right leg on top of the left. So you're in your fire log pose, and you can adjust the distance where your legs are from your pubic bone. All right, try to keep the feet flexed, come up nice and tall. Bring your arms out to a T. Bring the left arm in front of you, bend the elbow. Slide the right elbow on top of the left, so you have a figure 4. You can stay here, or maybe you find a fire log arm, or maybe you slowly find your eagle arm. So you wrap the palms around each other. Bring in the right arm in front of the left here. Okay, as you inhale, bring the elbows a little bit higher than the shoulders. And as you exhale, bring the elbows a little lower than the shoulders. Bring the elbows a little bit higher as you inhale. And a little bit lower as you exhale. Elbows come up a little higher. And a little bit lower. And then meet with the elbows at about shoulder height and place a thumb on your third eye. Okay. While you're here, I really would love for you to give yourself some space between the ears and the shoulders, okay? So it's really easy to allow the shoulders to creep up towards the ears. Try not to let that happen. Start taking the focus to the third eye. Full inhale. And exhale. 2 more big breaths. Last breath. All right. Unwind your arms and invite the right hand to reach behind the low back and then towards the middle, and then the left hand to come behind the upper back. So now you have your cow face arms. All right, the right elbow reaches down, the left elbow reaches high. And then if you would like from here, keeping your spine nice and strong, try not to push yourself forward or back. Give yourself some side bend, so some lateral flexion. think that's just always really nice to give some space. And then find yourself coming up nice and tall. Okay, stay here, okay? Or if you're feeling called to it, you can fold forward, keeping the sit bones rooted down. Kind of your preference. 2 more breaths, no matter where you're at. Last breath. And then we'll meet with the crown of the head reaching high. Take a full breath. Slowly release the hands down. Let the fingertips touch and extend one leg long, followed by the other. All right, fingertips are connected onto the mat, so move the legs up and down, side to side. Keep the legs where they are and just point the toes away and towards the face. You just roll one ankle, reverse direction, roll the other, reverse direction. Okay, let's switch sides. So you'll invite the right leg to lie down in front of you. Shin is parallel. Left leg lies on top. Line the knees up with the heels. I need to bolster here. My knee's not going all the way down. Okay. All right, same thing here. Let's bring the arms out to a T. Bend the right elbow, bring the right elbow in front of your face. Left elbow sits on top of the right. You can stay in the figure 4 or you can do your fire log. Everything is fine. There is no right or wrong. And then wrap the left arm in front of the right. Take a hold of the palms. All right, from here, raise the elbows a little bit higher than the shoulders on the inhale. And a little bit lower on the exhale. Elbows go high on the inhale. Low on the exhale. Elbows go high on the inhale. Low on the exhale. And this time, find some connection with the third eye. Find some stillness, elbows at about shoulder height. Allow the shoulders to drop down and away from the ears. You're here for 3 more breaths. 2, 1. Full inhale. Unwind as you exhale. This time, take the left arm to the low back and behind. Right arm comes to the back from the top, from behind the shoulders. Reaching the right elbow high, left elbow low, but not so much where you're jutting the heart forward. You can take some side bends, some flexion from left to right. Find some stillness. Decide if folding forward is for you. Drop back into your breath. Two more. Last one. Bring yourself up on the inhale. Exhale. Release the fingertips down. Let the fingertips connect onto the mat. Extend the leg long in front of you. Move the legs up and down, side to side. Point the toes away or towards. It's a little more chaotic. Circles. Okay. And then carefully bring the feet flat, the knees up, And you'll lower down one vertebra at a time. All right. Feet are at about hips distance apart. Okay. And walk the heels close to the glutes so the arms are down to the side. And when you can feel your fingertips brush the heels, that's where you'll stay. All right. Feet are rooted down into the mat. As you inhale, lift the hips up. See if you can not squeeze the glutes. Keeping the hips lifted, slowly reach the arms up and then overhead. And then as you inhale, lift the hips up a little higher. As you exhale, bring the arms down to the side and lower the hips down. All right, inhale, lift the hips. Take the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down. Lower the hips. Inhale one more time, lift the hips, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms down to the side, lower the hips. Walk the feet as wide as your mat and knock the knees in here. All right. Stay here for one more breath. All right, feet are already as wide as the mat, so let's work with that. Knees come up high to the sky. As you inhale, fully feel the feet connect onto the mat. Arms can come out to a T. Exhale, allow the knees to fall over towards the right side. Stay here for a breath, but we're not going to be here long. Inhale, bring the knees up. Exhale, allow knees to fall over towards the left side. Because this is a little bit wider, you will feel this more in the outside or the lateral side of the hips. Stay here for a breath. Bring the knees up as you inhale. Take them over towards the right side as you exhale. Stay for a breath. Knees come up high on the inhale. Over towards the left side as you exhale. Stay for the breath. Inhale, come on up. Take it over to the right one last time. One more breath. Knees come up high on the inhale. Over towards the left side as you exhale. 2 more breaths. Last one. All right, from here, bring both knees up high. Extend one leg long, followed by the other. Maybe you shake the legs from side to side, up and down. Reach the arms up overhead. Point the toes away, reach the fingertips away. Keeping the arms up overhead, release. All right, reach the right side away from each other, so right toes and right fingers away. Release, switch sides, reach the left fingers and the left toes away. And release, reach both fingers and toes away. And as you release, bring your arms down to the side, palms up. All right, wave your feet from side to side, feel the heels connect onto the ground, and then allow your feet to splay off to the side. So you have a little external rotation going on in the hips. And then I want you to take the thumbs and slowly and carefully brush them along the fingers. Yep, and then find some ease in the hands. Rock your head from side to side. Find some stillness with the nose up. Maybe suss around the scapula so they come down and away from the ears a little bit. And then I want you to bring your focus towards the tip of the nose. Take a nice full inhale in. Hold at the top. Slow, steady exhale. Hold at the bottom. Full inhale in, taking the breath in from the tip of the nose. Allowing that breath to travel down and expanding the torso. Hold. And slowly and carefully release the breath. Hold. Full inhale in. Pause at the top. Slow, steady exhale. Now allow your breath to stay with this pace or fall into a natural rhythm. Know that I am minding the time for you in this Shavasana, and I will call you back. All right, take a nice full inhale in. Slow, steady exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Reach your arms up overhead on the next inhale. And then come onto your right side as you exhale, finding a fetal pose. Take a breath. Carefully bring yourself up into a seated pose. Sitting up nice and tall and strong. Drop into your deep cycle of breath here as you end your practice. Reach your arms up high to the sky. Bring the palms together in prayer. And then bring your prayer hands to your third eye as a reminder to have loving thoughts. And then to your lips as a reminder to have loving words. And then to your heart with a soft bow as a reminder to have loving actions towards yourself and towards others. The light and love in me acknowledges and honors the light and love in you.
Namaste.